Hi, I'm Daniel Mitchell, and this is my speech one for communications class. And here's my audience. It's my daughter, Jiley, my son, Jaden, and my nephew, Lucian. Okay. And what my speech is about today is about cellulitis that infected my leg. Have you ever ignored something that you thought would heal on its own and you ignored it and it didn't? That's what I did, and it turned into one of the biggest health scares that I ever had. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my experience with cellulitis, and how I learned the hard way of putting something off can turn into a much serious problem. The experience changed the way I think about taking care of my health, and I'm going to talk about how it started. I'm going to talk about the treatment I went through, and I'm going to talk about what I learned from it. What happened was I had a cut on my right leg, and I picked a scab, and it ended up getting an infection, getting bacteria in it, and it turned into cellulitis. What cellulitis is a deep tissue bacterial infection, and instead of getting better, I put it off for months before I finally went to the doctor to get it checked out. And by the time I went to the doctor, it already turned into cellulitis, and it was the infection spread across almost my entire right leg. It covered the front, the side, the back, and it was really difficult to ignore. I wish I would have got help sooner because cellulitis can cause serious health problems. It can even cause death. Next, I want to talk about the treatment and the recovery that I went through. The infection was so serious, it took about 45 days of antibiotics, which was much longer than expected. The first dose of antibiotics I got on, it didn't get the whole infection out, so I had to get on a double dose of more antibiotics, and I had to take that for a while because the infection spread through my whole lower right leg from my shin all the way up to my knee, and it hurt. It hurt really. In fact, it hurt super bad. At first, we thought it was a black widow bite, but it turned out to be like a sore from my cellulitis on there. I now go to the wound center once a week. I cleanse wound and I put steroid cream on it, and then they dress it and they wrap my leg with a compression sock. I have to wear a compression sock because with cellulitis, your leg swells up and you got to keep the swelling down for it to heal. So that's why I put on a compression sock. What the experience has taught me is ignoring health problems don't make them go away. Healing takes patience and consistency. Taking medicine, wearing compression sock, and keeping appointments have all helped my leg improve. Being healthy matters because I want to be around for my kids. I don't want something serious to happen. They still got a lot of time to grow up, and I want to be here for them. In conclusion, it's taught me a lesson. Don't ignore something until drastic measures have to be taken to get it back in control. And my leg is finally getting better with the proper care. A small problem today can lead to a bigger problem tomorrow. Seeking help can make all the difference. So that's my speech, and that was my audience, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you.